Happy Thursday, everybody. It is 11:30 Mountain Time. Yep. And so I don't know where I was going to say good morning to y'all, but y'all in different places. So today we're going to be talking about psychic abilities and whether or not you're psychic. I'd love to hear your stories about psychic things that have happened to you. It comes down to even just thinking of somebody and the phone rings and they're there and it's like, wow, I was just thinking about you. I think we've all had that kind of happen to us. And in my life, it's been a big part of my life. And a lot of time before I did the development, I didn't know what it was. So learning that you're psychic or have psychic abilities is an adventure. So hi, is it Prachi? I'm sorry if I mispronounce it, but hi, I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're joining us from YouTube. I'm trying to build that YouTube channel up. So like and share if you don't mind. Anyway, all of us have a little bit of psychic ability, and some of us have a lot of psychic ability. Oh, I'm glad you're here. And so we're talking about that today and talking about how you can develop your psychic abilities. Hi, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. I was born psychic, and so I knew when things were going to happen, and I always had a feeling. Like there were a couple of times I was thinking about a car accident that I was in, and I remember right before the car accident, somebody in my ear telling me no, and I remember taking my foot off the gas, and the car, had I kept going without taking my foot off the gas, it would have T-boned me right in the driver's seat. But as it was, with me letting up, it hit me right on that front tire. Probably saved my life, to be honest with you, because that was in the 80s and it was a little Prelude car. It was a Honda Prelude. It was my first car I bought by myself. Anyway, I demolished that and I didn't replace it. But things like that. So, and knowing thinking about my grandmother and she would call, or my friends that would call, or knowing, hey, deja vu, this has happened to me before. I might have a dream about it. And then the next day I'm like, oh my God, I had a dream about this. So yes, we are all psychic. Yes, we all have that ability. Some of us more than others. Like I can play basketball a little bit, but I'll never be LeBron James, right? So, I'm going to be answering questions today. So if you have a psychic question you want an answer to, post your question or join me in the queue. Kaza, my helper, she will be talking to you guys on the chat. So pay attention to that. Also, I will be doing some psychic mediumship readings. So I'll be connecting to your loved ones in spirit. So if you're here and you've hopped on, please say hello. I'd love to see you. Hi, Noodle. I love that. I love that catchphrase. Hi, Noodle. That's cute. I actually call my kitty Noodle, so that's fun. So have you ever had a psychic experience? Prachi or a Noodle, or there was another one. Melissa. Hi, Kelly. It's good to see you here. Yeah. So I have a tarot class coming up that I'm going to start teaching on February 1st. And it's an in-depth dive to reading tarot cards. And it's more of a the Rider-Waite deck that I'll be teaching from. And it'll be 7 weeks long. And it'll be about an hour and a half long on Thursday nights. So if you've ever thought about learning tarot or being able to do your own readings for yourself, go to my Facebook page and sign up. It's on the pinned. It's very affordable and it's going to be really in-depth and a lot of fun. Hi, Pamela. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Dawn. Hello. Yes, when I get to doing some mediumship questions. Oh, P.S. Noodle is Jess Walton. That's funny. Hi, Jess. And yes, Jess is in my psychic development classes on Monday, and we're having a lot of fun. Hi, Lisa. I love Noodle. It's so funny because that's what I call my little kitty cat sometimes is Noodle. I call everybody Noodle though. That or Peanut or Noodle. Anyway, what else do I have coming up? I'm thinking about starting a mediumship circle. This would be a development circle, and it would be for developing mediums. There would be a little bit of a cost to it, but I'm thinking about Tuesday morning. So I'd love to get your feedback on that. I'm also thinking about changing the time of this live. Hi, Rod. It's good to see you. And hi, Lisa. To 11 o'clock instead of 11:30. So let me know your thoughts on that too. So yes, you can ask me a question. Absolutely. And yeah, just post it here in the comments if you like, or you can get online with me now. So yeah. Yeah, shoot. Oh, bummer. I am currently on a temp role in my organization, and my manager's been giving me a cold vibe. I'm expecting to be converted, easy for me to say, to a permanent role. Will I get the permanent role, and when, please? When I feel into that, I almost feel like you pose a bit of a threat to your supervisor or to the person that's giving you the cold vibes. So I'm going to say yes. I feel like you elevating your position there and becoming more permanent. However, I think that's why she or he is a little bit cold to you, is because you pose a little bit of a threat to her. And I keep saying her. I don't know if it's her, but so yeah. And it's just because she sees you as being somebody that might pose a little bit of competition. So hopefully that helped a little bit, but I do see you moving up. I do. I think because in any situation where you feel like you're with somebody who knows more than you, or smarter than you, or prettier than you, then that's a perceived notion. That might be her perceived notion, his perceived notion. So it just feels like you're a bit of and not a threat in a mean way, not like you're going to hurt them, but more like, you know what, she's just smart enough to take my job. So in that kind of manner. Hi, Michelle. It's good to see you again. Hello. I wanted to know how everything going in my land with my land. What? Hi, Cassia. Okay. Hi, lovely lady. Hope you are well. Hi, Cassia. It's good to see you. Cassia is an artist and a Reiki healer, and she's amazing. And let's move down to, I had Michelle, but I didn't understand your question, Michelle. So hello, I wanted to know how everything going in my land. I don't know. Can you try again? And then I had a question here. One second. Where did she go? There she is. Pamela, do you see any changes with my family? I think everything's pretty status quo. I almost feel like somebody's moving. So I don't know if there's energy there or if somebody's moving out of the area or moving. It just feels like there's energy moving in it. This might be like with a child or something. So I do get a sense of movement, somebody moving out of the area. Good morning, Jessica. How are you? Glad you're here. This is a funny question. Hi, Peggy. It's good to see you. My deceased husband had dementia and would stash the keys. Oh, money and keys. Where were his hiding places? Wow, nothing like a test this morning. It's so funny. I just saw the coffee can, or I'm in a can of some sort with the lid. I almost feel like a dog food canister or a canister of some sort. I'm also kind of seeing what is this? I'm in a closet, almost like in a shoe or something, where I'm kind of stuffed, rolled up and stuffed. So those are the two things that come to my mind. And you can ask me questions here. You don't need to join the studio. That's okay. So no problem there, Prachi. And actually, I think it's probably in a couple of months' time. I don't think it's going to be very long. I don't. Okay, let's move up. Did that help you, Peggy? Wouldn't it be cool if you found like $100 or something just stashed away in a shoe? Thanks, honey. Thanks for hiding that from me. But I just felt like a canister or a can of some sort, and maybe it's in the closet. I don't know. Yes. Yes, was that right? Or yes? It would be fun. Okay, you're gonna have to let me know, Peggy. So Pamela, would my daughter be okay with a second child? Yes, I think so. I feel pretty good about it. I'll look. Peggy says she's gonna look. If you look and you find it, you have to let me know, Peggy. That's hysterical. Maybe I should start hiding money from myself. That would make. The only problem is that I know where it is, but I would forget, right? Prachi thinks I was looking forward to her converted. My manager did not say anything, kind of scared about it. I would take it with a grain of salt. And here's the thing. I feel like there is promotion here. I feel like there's elevation here for you. And, but I do feel as though this person that was giving you the cold vibes is seeing you as somebody that could be competition for her. So, or him, I don't know, but that's what it feels like. So just keep your head down, keep doing the great work that you're doing. And I think things are going to move in the direction that they're supposed to. I wouldn't be afraid. Don't put any fear into that. Don't put any of that energy in there. And Facebook user. So you guys are on Soul to Soul, my Soul to Soul group, and you have to give StreamYard permission to use your name, have your name here. So if you can, just click on it. It's on the link where you see where my live is going to be. You're welcome, Prachi. I hope that helps some. Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, sorry, LOL. Now I understand. My mom lately and I was wondering is that happening because I just received info regarding it. I almost feel like it's in transition or it's going to be sold. So I don't know that this is a bad thing for you because it does feel like energy that needs to be moved or it needs to go. So I do get a sense of selling. So yeah. All right. So Kasia, Peggy wants to connect with you. You can message her on her Facebook page. You're both really nice people. So, okay, let's see here. I want to make sure I haven't missed anybody. Now, do we have any other questions? So how many of you are psychic or have had psychic experiences? I'm dying to know. Nobody? I love the delay. And Kasia says that it's fine for you to contact her, Peggy. So the thing about that is when you ask that question, I do think there's going to be a good chunk of it taken for taxes or money owed. So, but I think you'll get something for it. Okay. All right, you guys, I have 17 people here and they're awfully quiet today. If you guys got questions, just post them now. I know you have questions. Keep me busy here. No, the thing about it is that people in spirit want what's best for you. They want you to be happy. They want you to be settled. And if it comes to where, you know what, I need to make a decision about something and I think they would be upset about it, let that go, because they're at peace with, this is your life, and they're at peace with whatever you decide to do with what they've left you. So please let go of that. Well, that's cool. Did you ask me a question, Peggy? Oh, Melissa, I'm so sorry for your loss. That's really sad. I mean, Melissa, did I say Ward? I don't know. But that's really sad. I'm sorry. You know, it's tough for one, I can tell you I'm not connected to him right now, but I'm sure that he is. I'm sure that he's been welcomed with loving arms. So, yeah, once they're on the other side, it's, you know, this world is so full of pain and strife and struggle that we kind of lose that. Hopefully, like, oh, I hope it's a better place. Well, it's the best place. It's like the perfect place, because this place is so hard we can't see that, maybe, if that makes sense. But no, he's very much at peace. I know that because of what I do. I'm not connected to him, but we'll see if he comes in a little bit. But thank you for reaching out. I see some movement. I do feel like it's with children. So I do feel like, Pamela, someone is moving out of your area there. I don't actually feel a move coming up for you really recent, Noodle. So yeah, I think it's going to be a while, maybe another year before you actually do leave. So it's interesting. That's a really great question, Angie, because when I first was developing my psychic abilities, my mediumship, it was funny because I'm like, well, how do I know if it's my imagination or if it's truly coming from my higher self, my guides, people that have crossed over? And it's such a subtle feeling. It's such a subtle feeling. So you have to keep your imagination going. You have to keep imagining, but then there's comes just a little bit of a slight shift, and hey, what, I didn't just think that, somebody put it there. And so it to answer your question, it might be a little bit confusing, but you can just begin to feel the slightest difference in your energy when it's a psychic or mediumistic feeling to it. And the way you figure that out is you begin to know yourself and your energy to the point where you know that this is something different. So you do that with meditation, you do that through journaling, through practicing your psychic intuitive exercises in your brain. Yeah, there's a lot of facets to that. But yes, it is both. It is your imagination and your psychic ability. They work together. Okay. Do I see you doing something crazy soon? Well, I hope not. I hope you don't do anything crazy. But nothing actually comes to me, Ward. So I'm sorry, I can't answer that question because I don't know exactly what you mean. Oh, and there's Karen. She's just saying hi. And let's go to my youngest brother was adopted out of the family after my mother's passing. Is my brother Tommy alive and well? Did his life go well? Okay, so I'm assuming, Peggy, that your youngest brother, oh, you're asking me if he's alive and well. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, that's an interesting question. He was adopted. Oh, okay. I'm feeling a yes. I'm definitely feeling like yes, it did. And yes, he was better off in the family that he was with. So hopefully that answers your question. That's what came to me right away. Happy Thursday. I'll say we're almost to Friday, right? And Dawn is in my queue. I'm going to put her on stage. You ready, Dawn? Dawn, where are you? Did you leave? I guess she left. She froze? I bet she froze. Okay. Well, keep trying, Dawn. You're welcome, Peggy. Do you see health issues in me and husbands of the kids? Well, that's a lot. That's a lot. Not off the top of my head, I don't. But keep seeing your doctor for sure. Keep getting those physicals and stuff. So I'm not a medical medium. I don't really know. I just know when it comes to me and I don't feel anything big there. There she is. Dawn came back. All right. Hi, Dawn.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I love your t-shirt. Go team.
I'm still not out of the holidays here.
Oh, right? I was driving through my neighborhood last night and there's still a lot of Christmas lights up. And I was telling my husband, I'm like, is it me or is this like, I just want to go over there and kick that snowman over.
Oh. So proud of the holidays.
I'm just not a holiday person, I guess.
You know, Susan, it was hard for me to get into the spirit, right? And then when it was over, I was like, oh man, I felt so sad that I didn't get into the spirit.
Yeah.
Like, man, so maybe I'm just not ready to give it up yet because of that.
That's good. That's good. And everybody's just kind of allowed to be with it. And as I was driving, I'm like, well, they're pretty, but it's so I don't know why I'm so sassy about it. Christmas is not my favorite. So
yeah. Get that.
Yeah. And it's an emotional time. It is. Yeah. Like, even if you like Christmas, it can be emotional. It can be heavy.
Absolutely. It always is for me and my family. My glasses are so dark, aren't they? Okay. For me and my family, we reflect on those that we've lost, those that we miss, so yeah, it is emotional.
It is. It is. Yeah. So what can I do for you today?
Actually, honestly, I was just playing around, seeing how to get into StreamYard.
Oh, how fun. Oh, good. So are you in my Soul to Soul group?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. I'm glad you're there with me. I haven't been super active over there, but it's going to get better. I promise.
No, I love it.
Yeah. Well, can you think of a question or?
Well, I just had a reading. It was a quick reading. And you and I had already discussed my future job, which you saw coming in March.
And it hasn't happened yet.
Not yet. Applying though. Right. First things first, have to apply an interview.
Yeah.
Gosh, I've got a new grandbaby coming up. How's that looking?
Oh, that's so fun. So, I feel like it's a girl. Do you know if it's a girl?
It's a boy.
It's a boy. Oh, batting 1,000 today. So, can I ask you, Donna, is your father in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, because I feel like I have a father with me.
Okay. Yeah.
And was his passing just recent, like in the last 2 years?
No.
Okay, because I feel like I just left. I feel like do you feel that way? That emotional feeling of, I feel like I just talked to you, or I feel like I just left. Let me stay with him just a little bit. Maybe it's not your dad. Hold on. So he makes me feel as though he looks like he's probably in his 70s when he passes away. So I'm getting like 73, 74 years old. And I'm getting a sense of, and this is the person I have with, may not be your dad. And I'm getting a sense of heart issues or having a heart attack or having to be on medication for my heart. So I feel like pacemaker or this kind of thing with that. I'm getting like an A sound, like an Arthur or an Artie. Does that make sense to you for anybody in spirit?
Not for me, no.
Anybody in your family? I feel like I passed away.
Again, when you're in the moment, right? I can't think of anybody in my
family. I feel like I'm connected to Mom.
Oh, you know what? So my son-in-law's grandfather passed away about a year and a half ago.
Do you know his name?
His name is Don.
Okay. Do you understand something like Art or Mart or Marty or anything like that? Art? Okay. Do you understand that for him, that evidence of heart issues and having like high blood pressure, stroke kind of stuff with him?
Well, he died from COVID.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that would be respiratory, I think.
Okay. So it may or may not be him.
Yeah.
He is otherwise fairly healthy. Like I think he's really, did you know him?
Yeah. Yeah, I did know him, yes.
So he's very friendly and very much like a little bit playful in his personality.
Yep.
And like to tease your daughter or tease
yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure. He loved my daughter.
Because he's talking about how he loved to kind of tease her, give her a little bit of a hard time sometimes.
That sounds like that would be Dawn.
Now, are they the ones that are expecting the baby?
No.
Okay, so hold on a second. Oh, she's gone. Oh, she's back. Oh, she's back. She's back. She's gone. She's back.
Okay.
So, because I want to talk about a baby with him. So I almost feel like, and they're married. Is this right? Because I feel like there's celebration coming up for them, or there's a marriage coming up for them. It does feel like family here for me with them. I also get a sense of your daughter really being good for his grandson.
Yes.
And really like calming him down or like getting him focused on what he needs to do because he's a little bit scattered. You would understand this?
Yeah.
And like he really helps to bring him down a notch. And keeps him focused on what they want to do. They're still fairly young, I feel like.
They're in their 30s.
Oh wow. They seem younger than me.
Now the one with expecting a baby, they're in their 20s. And again, I don't know a whole lot of his side of the family.
Okay.
I know his.
Well, let's stay with him
passed away.
Because I feel like I'm still with this person. I feel like it's who you think it is.
What Don? Okay.
And I'm getting that I'm married for a very long time. That I have the same spouse. I might have been married twice, actually. 1, 2, I feel like. And I feel like I have 2 children, a daughter and a son.
Yep.
And I feel like I am in business, or I was a business type person. So
yep.
I was writing a lot and analyzing things. I have glasses that I wear on and off, and I feel like I have white hair, or I feel like I have, and he's tidy. He's a tidy person.
Very.
He's very neat. His nails are done nice. Like he's, you know what I mean? They're not done, but they're like, he's got.
Yeah. He owned a bar, actually.
Okay, because he's balancing books. That's what it is. Like he's writing down. Yeah, okay. He's a joy. Like he's really super funny and nice, and like loves to give people a hard time or likes to tease people.
Yes, he was very pleasant. Yes, that absolutely sounds like my son-in-law's grandfather.
Okay, so I will tell you just what he's telling me, that he loves your daughter so much for what she's done for her husband, or this young man, his grandson, and just wants to tell you that he loves you and he loves everybody. I mean, because I just feel like so, and he's so compassionate, right? And I almost feel like there might be, gosh, you're gonna have to let me know, but I feel like you got another baby coming. I'm sorry, but I feel like there's another baby on the way. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw it out there because I keep feeling like he's holding a baby, or he's got a baby with him.
Hey, you know what? If they're gonna have another kid, and I mean, she says no, Mom, but then a couple months later she'll say, anything's possible with that couple.
So I kind of feel like he's on the side of, yeah, let's have another one, because I'm getting that push from him, or that feeling of him.
Okay.
Yeah. So
love that.
Make sure that you give him lots of love from him, because
I will.
Yeah.
I will. Aww.
And keep the spirit of Christmas alive.
Probably for the end of this week, and that's about it.
Well,
Then
if
I'll
you
be
help
retired.
carry anything down, I'll do it for you.
Thank you so much, Susan.
You're welcome.
Been great. Yeah, we'll talk soon, I'm sure. I'm going to
All
flip
right.
back over to Facebook and and keep watching.
All right. Thank you, Dawn.
Bye.
Take care. All right, you guys. So hi, Tracy. And okay, so I'm going to tap in and do some psychic mediumship here. Our crowd is really small and it feels really quiet here. I don't know why. Last week it was pretty busy. Hi, Tracy. It's good to have you here. If you have a specific question, just put it out there. I'm going to tap into spirit here and see who's here. Hi, Nicole. It's good to see you. Hi, Amy. Oh, no problem. I'm glad you're here. All right. So okay. So I've got a gentleman here. It's interesting because he's very similar to the person that I just was with in spirit. This is an older gentleman. I'm getting that heart issue again. I'm wondering if these were two people that came in together. So I'm getting heart issues. I feel like I'm in my 70s, very similar to this other gentleman. And I feel like my daughter or my granddaughter is here. I want to say that I'm very active. I'm very otherwise healthy, live a healthy life, but I do feel like I die pretty quickly from a heart attack. Does this make sense? Hi, Hazel. For anybody here, there's a sense of, I'm getting an M, like Michael, maybe a Mitchell. Let's see here. Yeah, he was handsome. He was handsome in his life. So, so I've got Nicole and Tracy. So can either one of you join the studio? What can you take, Nicole? And Tracy, what evidence can you take? I'm also getting like an Alan or the A name again. That was before. All right. All right. That was like an AL and not an AR. This is interesting. So Kaza has posted the links. So if you want to hop on, there's the link. Your granddad died of a heart attack. My dad, Mike. Okay. All right, let me keep going. Can you take the age, Nicole? And Tracy? So died quickly. So this would have been right away. You understand? Heart issues. Okay. All right, so can either one of you, he was 51. Okay. So Tracy, I think I'm with Nicole because, yeah, because this one is a little bit older than that. So very fast. Can you join me, Nicole, in the studio? He's a tall person. This one is not, he's not super tall. He's probably average height. So I feel like I'm with Nicole. So Nicole, let me know if you can hop on. There she is. Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Hi.
Do I have an appointment with you coming up?
Yes, you do.
Oh, no. We're just going to get it out of the way now. I'm just kidding. So this gentleman that I'm describing to you, this he feels like grandfather dies suddenly of a heart attack. You would understand this?
Yes.
And you would understand he looks like he's probably in his 70s or early 70s.
So he had really, really white hair, but he
white hair.
Mm-hmm.
White, like combed back.
Yeah, white, but he was in his mid 60s.
Okay, thank you. Mm-hmm. He's so similar to this other one that the other one that I just did, I almost feel like he was coming in before. So let me sit with him for just a minute. Can you take everything that I've set up to this point for him? Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you understand that this feeling of not being able to say goodbye because he passes of a heart attack, he didn't get that closure or didn't get to say goodbye?
Yeah.
And if you feel like I'm connected to dad or I'm connected to your dad, do you understand? And it feels like, is this dad's dad then?
This is my dad, but his dad is also passed.
Oh, this is your father that's passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. So did they pass in similar ways?
Both very, very quickly, but
Yes. Okay.
my grandfather was much older.
Okay. And did he have a stroke?
It could have very easily been, yeah.
Okay, let me stay with this. Because he's talking about him not being able to say goodbye and really wanting to have closure with his family, or really wanting to say, I should have listened to you. Do you understand that I should have listened to you? That comment of, I should have paid attention to what you guys were telling me, because I feel like he had warning signs before this, or this was something that like his father died early too. And so he had it in his brain too, that I should be watching myself, or I should be taking care of myself.
Yeah.
He had a tremendous amount of stress. Do you understand, in his life? Like, I feel like there's just stress. Like, I can't relieve the stress, the business, like kids, like I have a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And marriage wasn't super great, or the marriage was struggling. Do you
No,
understand?
he was not married. Him and
Okay.
my mother divorced a long time ago.
Okay. Do you understand him being in a relationship towards the end of his life?
Yeah.
Because it makes me feel as though this was a dysfunction for him, or it wasn't. It was a struggle.
Yeah.
In itself. I won't get too personal because we're on live here and we're talking about people that probably don't want to be talked about. So, but I get that was part of his emotional state, or where he was. He also says there's a bit of an estrangement here between him and the family, or that he wasn't communicating with everybody like he should have been. Do you understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, when he had passed away, yeah.
I feel like I'm pulling back from people, or they're pushing me away. I feel like there's a bit of a gap here in our relationship. And you have a brother too, is this right?
Yeah.
Because he's talking about the son, or his son they're not being as connected as he would have liked them to be.
More than likely, yeah.
Do they both do the same thing?
My brother and my dad?
Yeah, family business that's being handed down, or family?
No, my brother lived with my dad. He doesn't work.
Okay, so hold on a second, because he's saying, I'm feeling like, oh, he's like me. Like, I keep wanting to say, oh, he's like me. So let me sit with that for just a minute. All right, and somebody here, this has not been that long. Is this right, Nicole?
Not, it's like two, almost 3 years.
Okay, because I heard a year and a half, 2 years. That's where I was in my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
This is so much like, I'm wondering if he wasn't the one that was coming in with my other person before, because it's so the same. And he also has a very jovial personality, or one that would be warm and funny and friendly.
Yeah.
And I get a sense of him being a little bit louder, or a little bit more boisterous, as he's like, he's around. Like, you would hear his voice. Like, he's not a quiet, subdued kind of person. You would hear him.
Yeah.
And I do feel like I'm drawn to sports for some reason, or I'm talking about sports for some reason. I don't know if this is him or was somebody around. Is your brother a big sports fan?
He was a big, sports fan, and then my two boys play basketball.
Okay, because he's drawing me to the sports, and he's enjoying the sports. So 1 second. I'm also feeling as though there's been a little, since he's been gone, things have not resolved themselves yet, or there's still things that have not been resolved. Would you understand?
Yeah.
About homes, finances, like things, like a feeling like I'm talking about things not being where they're supposed to be, or the plan for the things. Like, there's been a disconnect somewhere.
It's resolved itself recently.
Okay.
Or at least I think it has.
I get like I want to say I'm sorry for that, or I feel like I want to say, well, I wasn't prepared for this. I wasn't prepared for, obviously he wasn't prepared, but for leaving the earth and leaving things the way they were.
Yeah.
And did you have to give back his car or lose his car? Like, I feel like you had to give it back or you gave it away. Did you give his car away?
No, I took ownership over his vehicle.
Okay, so you took the car for yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, that makes sense because he's talking about his car. Giving the car. Okay, yeah. So I'm chuckling a little bit because I just heard, take good care of it. Take good care of it. Just take good care of it. Like, I feel like he would tease you a little bit about this.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't trash it like the other cars. I'm sorry. That's just kind of what I'm hearing. Is it red? I have to know. Is it like a maroon red color?
No, it's black.
It's black. Does it have any maroon on it anywhere? Because I'm just feeling like this deep maroon color all of a sudden.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Does it smell like him?
Yes.
Because I just saw him sitting back and going like this. He said, oh, it smells like me.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I'm feeling like, did he wear a chunky ring or have a chunky ring?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling like when he puts his hand on the steering wheel, it clunks when he touches it. Like clunk, like I'm seeing his hands on the steering wheel as he's driving.
Yeah.
He's somebody that has a quick temper or a quick reaction. Do you understand this? And
yeah.
And he says, I could be very reactive because I see him getting a little irritated with other drivers. That's how I know. He's like, go, boy, drive. Like, I just feel it. And that's not very nice, but that's kind of what I'm seeing him like jerking around in the steering wheel. And he could have a little bit of an ego. So he has this little bit of an ego of, and it kind of can turn some people off, if you know what I mean. Like, how do I want to say, what am I feeling here? So it's almost like he's super proud of what he does and who he is, and proud of his family. And it's like, could be a little bit exuberant about that, or a little bit more expressive, like, oh, you don't know nothing. You should see my kids. They're amazing. Like, this
pretty
much. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has, and cigars, or what am I smoking? I'm smoking.
He was a cigarette smoker.
Okay, because I'm feeling like I've got my hand up to my mouth here. Yeah, and this is, I feel like he tried to quit a couple of times, or he just couldn't quit.
He did. He quit for a really long time when I was young.
He feels like he took the weight of the world on and never learned how to release it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of high strung in a way. Do you understand that? Because I'm feeling like I'm holding on to everything here.
Yeah.
And I just want to leave you with, I love you. I've always been so extremely proud of you. And I think he's pretty glad you got his car. Because I feel like he's very protective of it.
He was, yeah.
And I feel like you can take good care of it for me. And he's with you when you're there in that car. He's with you in those times that you smell him and feel his presence. He's with you. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
And I will see you soon, I think, because you're on my calendar somewhere.
Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. Yay! I'm looking forward to it, Nicole.
Me too.
And thank you so much for being able to jump on and get a message today.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. And lots of love to you. And I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right, you guys. Who do we have here? We only have 15 people here. What the heck? Like and share, like and share. So moving through the comments here. Oh, Melissa, He suffered a lot. I'm so sorry. That's so tough. And it's tough for us to watch our loved ones suffer at the end of our lives. You know, I just did a reading this morning with a gentleman. He said that his dad was in so much pain that they had to put him on a lot of pain medication. And he said it was really hard to watch him not be able to communicate or not be able to be lucid. And that is difficult. It is hard. The thing about it is, though, it's not about us. It's about keeping them comfortable and keeping them well in their transition. And that's hard. That's hard to watch. It's hard for us to see that, why it has to be that way. But yeah. Oh, good. Okay. Hi, Victoria. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, I'm going to answer a couple more questions, and then I'm going to have to run because I do have a busy afternoon here. I can do one more reading, but I'm kind of feeling I'd like to have a bigger audience to do my readings with. And we've got 11 folks so far, which I'm super grateful for. Let me see. Looking through. And the reaction time on this is so slow. It's so slow. The comments and me being able to answer you guys. So and I'm sorry for your loss, Tracy. It's sad. Life is so much easier on the other side of the veil. It's so much kinder to us. It's so much more gentle than it is over here. Here's very painful. We're put into a bit of a school here where we have to go through trials and tribulations and be matched with people and families that will help us grow spiritually, soulfully. That's not an easy task, and some of us don't do it at all. Some of us just completely ignore it because it is scary. So kudos to you if you're out there doing your healing and facing your shadow. It's hard work. All right, so I'm going to go right into the oracle cards because we are so quiet today. I want you guys to pick a number between 1 and 4. Oh, thank you, Noodle. Thank you, Jess. That's very sweet. It is. And I love doing it. So it seems super quiet here today. All right. And I'm so glad that I could bring that because I feel like we might have had those two guys coming in at the same time. Okay. So I'm going to shuffle them up a little bit. I'm going to pick 1 to 4. 1 through 4. All right. Card number 1. Oh, I love this. I was just talking about this. Overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiel. I don't know. Sometimes I think they make this up. This is, who is this? Doreen Virtue's deck of Archangel Oracle cards. They're beautiful cards. She's no longer making cards because she went to the other side and not dead. She's a full-blown Christian now, so she doesn't partake. Overcoming difficulties. The worst is now behind you, and you are surmounting any previous challenges. So this is super cool, right? So whoever got number 1, tell me if that resonates. All right, card number 2. Oh, I like this one. Prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So know that you're on the right track and things are looking good for your prosperity. Yes. Okay. So card number 3. Oh, counselor. You are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So this is Archangel Azrael. And it's interesting because I think with this card, you might think, how could I be a counselor? But in reality, we're counseling each other all the time in our conversations, in our writings, in even our Facebook posts. somebody is always looking, we're all looking for direction, and you never know. The things that your experiences or your things that you post or the things that you say to a friend, they really matter. So if you picked that card, know that your words are really, really being listened to right now. And this one is fun. This is a number 4. It's career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So know that things are about to change in your life. Things are about to get a little bit different than they have been. Don't be afraid of it. Go with the flow. But it looks like it's a blessed move. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today. And I will be here next week. I do have my tarot class starting on February 1st. It's a deep dive. Oh, good. I'm glad just you got what you wanted there. Tarot, deep dive, tarot, Rider-Waite deck. So love to have you join me. It's on Thursday evenings. It's super affordable. Go to my Facebook page at Susann Bowler Psychic Medium and check it out. Also, I'll be back here next week at 11:30. I might be changing this time to 11 a.m., but I'll keep you all posted if I do. Anyway, good luck with everything and hang in there. We're in a tough time right now with our winter and the sun going down early. So just hang in there and we'll make it to spring. But all right, I love you guys. Thanks for your support today. See you later.